Hello everyone, Antibody here, bringing you another Capture the Flag commentary. This one is again on how to capture the flag, the map Go, but this time we're not spectating myself, we are spectating the owner of the server, Dokujisan, or I'll call him Doku for short. Okay, so he loses the flag, but note that we're a little bit into the game. We're about 6 minutes into the game, and red is down 0-3. We have a cross capture here, which means both teams have the opposing members' flags. Well, not anymore. Okay, so red just scored, bringing it up 1-3. Doku's in the other base with a rocket launcher and a Nex, which is usually a pretty good strategy because you can prevent the other team from getting a Nex. He died in that case, but it's still a good strategy nonetheless. If you can stay alive long enough to clear out the enemy base, to let your teammates grab the flag and make off with a capture. Alternatively, some people I've seen choose to stay in the enemy base when they actually have the flag without picking up their flag, because essentially it's like bait. They leave their flag there waiting for the enemy FC to come by and try to cap, and get them with a well-timed Nex or rocket just as they're about to cap. I want you to take note of his movement throughout this match. I don't consider myself very good at movement, but Doku, on the other hand, is very good at movement. Notice how he lasers off the ground and how he moves in general. He can accelerate pretty quickly to get where he needs to go with seemingly little effort. But I can assure you, it's not as easy as he makes it look. This is a great map for wide open fights. There's 3 Nexes, but there's also a good number of rocket launchers and mortars placed about for you to decamp people. And there's so many levels for being a flag carrier. So it makes defense a bit of a challenge. So I don't know. I really like this level, and a lot of other people do too. Okay, see how he lasered like diagonally against the floor there to get acceleration? That's a great technique to use to either accelerate yourself away from the enemy base when you're taking the flag, or like he did there, to get yourself where you need to go to make a frag. Great combo there. Okay, he's using the rocket curve to his advantage, staying around the edge of the wall. Unfortunately, the FC came back to a place where he wasn't expecting and got him. Another important task that you see him taking up is decamping people. He said to me a couple of times on IRC how he enjoys the challenge of decamping, and that's kind of what you're seeing there, as he's going after the people sitting on top of the red Nex area right near the base. Picking up the enemy base's Nex. At this point, he's just hanging around the enemy base, seeing what he can do. He's there in the right time. Okay, he tries to head down the tunnel, see if he can evade people. Makes a great shot coming out of that launch pad to get that cap. On this level, you're most susceptible to the enemy if you're around this little ledge here. So it's really tough when, even as your flag is being returned, the other team knows that you're going to be coming in for a cap. And so what they do is they just spam rockets or spam anything with splash damage and push to knock you off the far edge of that ledge. So it's a little bit in the way of tricky timing to get a cap when your flag's returned and the enemy knows that you're coming. A little bit of machine gun work here. Using that great splash damage of the rocket to get somebody waiting for the next. Never a good idea to sit on top of the next, because that's where a lot of people will look for you first. Okay, so with about 8 minutes left in the match, it's red with 3 and blue with 5. Note also that he's using the laser a lot to evade. Even though Nexus are pretty prevalent in this map, the way that he's lasering diagonal off of the ground makes him a little bit harder to get, even with a Nex. Okay, picks up the blue flag. Lasers off the wall. And he's coming in straight for the cap. This is where you're most susceptible. He looks clean and clear that time, but right at that point is when most people will spawn some rockets or mortars at you. So it always makes me nervous coming up out of that tunnel